Hello and welcome to the SelfWork podcast. I'm Dr. Margaret Rutherford, and today we're doing a You Get the Gist, or YGTG as we like to say it. Hey, I want to apologize to any of you who are avid fans and tried to tune in on Friday morning. We had a little bit of a distribution issue. The episode was up by Saturday afternoon, so hope you're enjoying Sadie Sutton's interview on teen depression. Today on You Get the Gist, you're going to hear from Wade Lightheart. Now, who's Wade Lightheart? He's the co-founder of BiOptimizers, and they became a sponsor of SelfWork just last week with their magnesium breakthrough. But he's also a 3-time Canadian national all-natural bodybuilding champion, and what that means is he never used any kind of steroids or something like that. He's a former Mr. Universe contestant who trained as a vegan. So he's a guy that's doing things differently. I think you'll find him personable and his message truly vital to hear. So I want to welcome Wade Lightheart to You Get the Gist today because BiOptimizers Magnesium Breakthrough was introduced as a sponsor of SelfWork just last week. And I wanted Wade to come on and talk more about the inside scoop about Magnesium Breakthrough. Wade, welcome to SelfWork.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me. And congratulations on the success of your podcast.
Thank you so much. So tell me about, you're an all-natural bodybuilding champion, and yet you started all this 25 years ago. Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, I got started at 35, about 35 years ago. I'm 50 now. And I was a kid growing up in Canada and doing all the things, played hockey, lived in the woods and all that sort of stuff. And when I was 15, 3 things happened to me that changed my life. One, my parents moved from a small town to a place of nobody. It was like my parents, we were caretakers of a private resort for a wealthy individual.
Oh, wow.
So it was 5 miles to my nearest neighbor up a dirt road. And my sister was diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease, which is cancer of the lymph nodes. And she gave me a bodybuilding magazine. It had a picture of a blonde guy like myself who had just won Mr. California with 2 pretty girls on the cover. And I made the jump of, well, I don't have those muscles and I don't have those girls. Maybe if I got those muscles, I get those girls. And concordantly, as my sister's health was deteriorating as she went through the medical model, it was my idea or naive way of saying, how could I protect myself from illness or degeneration? And then that led to a career in exercise physiology. I worked in every area of the nutrition and health industry, from gyms and owning my own stores to developing supplements and eventually developing my own company with my business partner, Matt. Represented my country at the World Championships in 2003.
Oh, I just got goosebumps.
Yeah, which was a dream come true. And then I went from Mr. Universe to Mr. Marshmallow. I gained 42 pounds of fat and water in 11 weeks. And the reason, because I had destroyed my digestive system. Yeah. Met a medical doctor who helped us figure out our digestive issues, started teaching high performance athletes and coached about 15,000 people over the next 4 years. And then also concordantly ran a holistic health clinic where I was dealing with people sick with all kinds of conditions. And what I found is there was applications on the high performance side that applied to regular people. We started writing books, and then we moved out of the high performance. There's a segment of our company, but we started addressing the issues because it turned out that and my passion, both my business partner, Matt, and I we had been personal trainers, nutritionists, and we fell in love with helping people with challenges with their health, with their physicality, one-on-one. And we wanted to build a company that addressed issues that would make a difference to mankind, to end physical suffering and to activate what we call biologically optimized health.
In what part of the process did you begin to think about Magnesium Breakthrough's importance?
So a couple things happen. We always try to fix the problems that we end up creating. And being a serial entrepreneur I was running 3 companies, was living all over the world, kind of the dream lifestyle that they represent on Instagram, whatever, the laptop lifestyle. But the time zones, the stress that I was going through, I was going through a couple of personal challenges that were very, very difficult to deal with. And I started burning the candle at both ends. So I'm like, okay, accept where you're at. Number one, what are you going to do about it?
My listeners know I'm all about what are you going to do?
And so I got some experts in my field. I was like, well, let's do my cell test, let's do my spectrum. And it turned out I was really deficient in magnesium. And I thought, well, that's interesting. I take a magnesium supplement. What's going on here? And so a little memory occurred. It's money. When you get a challenge, it's amazing how your brain, when you start focusing on a challenge, will find things. And I recalled having attended a lecture with the world-renowned coach, Charles Poliquin. In fact, he was the first person that connected Chinese medicine with neurotransmitter dominance. But what was interesting is it turns out that magnesium is a key element in neurotransmitter formulation and the recovery of the nervous system to move you out of fight or flight into rest and relax. Mm-hmm. And as I dove into this research further, it turns out that in North America, since commercialized farming came in after World War II, we've really stripped the soil out of the essential magnesium, and we fortified things with calcium, which actually furthers the disbalance. And so what happens with people at night, they get that racing mind, or they can't go down, or they have restless leg syndrome, or they're getting cramping. Yeah. So I was like, wow, let's get at this. And so we went about, like we always do, of making the best formulation in the world. Anyways, we end up settling on 7 different types of magnesium because different types of magnesium are absorbed by different parts of the body. Mm-hmm. And by combining them all in specific dosages and amounts, we were able to produce a product that outperformed everything else in the market by a wide margin. And that's where Magnesium Breakthrough came in.
Thank you. And anything else you want to say about Magnesium Breakthrough to SelfWork listeners?
Well, the best part about all of our products is not only do we teach you how to use them, but if it's not the best product and doesn't produce the result you're looking for, we give 100% money back guarantee on all of our products across our company. And I answer all the questions that come into the company personally. And I think I'm up over almost to 10,000 questions now that I've answered. So anything that comes up, I'll be happy to handle.
Okay. Thank you. What a nice personal touch. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much.
For an exclusive offer for my listeners, go to www.magbreakthrough, that's magbreakthrough.com/selfwork to save up to, get this, a whopping 42%. Thanks again for being here for You Get the Gist. I thought maybe a little history of Wade would be interesting for y'all. Any of you who might be considering Magnesium Breakthrough, I use it every evening. It's really great. Thanks for being here so much. Please take very good care in these very interesting times we're living through. Keep yourself safe, keep those you love safe, and be kind to those in your community. I'm Dr. Margaret, and this has been SelfWorks. You Get the Gist.